What is going on, guys? It is Ian and Victoria here from the RadioActive podcast, and today we are doing some clowning around, if you will. Right, Ian?
Yo,
Today, we are so excited. We are reviewing Lilith Czar's new song, Edge of Madness. I almost said popsicle, and I was like, that's not right. Edge of Madness. Where
Edge of
do we
Madness.
begin? Ian, do you want to begin on this?
Ladies first.
Okay. So let's start with the song first.
Okay.
Okay. I really dig the song. It's super cool. I know in the review video that we did for Popsicle, we talked a lot about how it kind of went from like a mellow to a heavy vibe. And I feel like that continues over into Edge of Madness as well. It
Oh yeah.
starts very soft, and I don't know if you can kind of agree with me or not, but I get like strong Stevie Nicks vibes at the very start, like really like Fleetwood Mac, like vocal style kind of thing, which was like super cool. And then it goes into like the super punchy chorus, and it's awesome. And then you hit the second verse with like the guitar chugs and stuff like the doo doo, like that's so sick, and it just has great flow to it.
Well, I mean, you look at female, heroines like the lead, like you said, Stevie Nicks, Pat Benatar for me growing up was one of my mom's favorites, and Heart too. My mom loves Heart, and you get that, and then Lilith Core, right? You get the breakdown, and I
Mm.
think it's sick. It's
the
so
mix
cool.
the mix of everything, like you can see who her influences are, and like she pulls these inspirations from all these people, but then she's adding that heavy vibe to it, and it's
Like
so awesome.
Spirit Box or Poppy
Yes.
or Ginger, right?
Hmm.
Like just going heavy, and I'm here for it. I really am. Like that's sick.
And that's a cool
Um,
thing about having so many different like influences on your music too, because it just creates this whole new sound that you wouldn't get otherwise, right? Because you have people
mhm.
that love heavier bands, like people that are just super into Metallica and all like those more heavier rock bands, and that's it. But then you get people that, will like for me, I love like Charlie Puth for pop. And I like listening to all these pop people. But then
Who?
Charlie Puth, Charlie Puth?
I have no idea who that is.
Look him up. You'll know who he is when you hear some stuff. But uh like even like One Direction and stuff, like I love that shit. I eat that shit up. But then I love Black Veil Brides and all that stuff. So it just creates these cool like mixes for genres when you can take influences from stuff like that. And I think Lilith does that too, because if I'm not mistaken, she's like a My Chemical Romance fan too. So, you're getting that older, Fleetwood Mac stuff, but then you're mixing it with that kind of stuff, and it just creates just all these cool elements. So,
Well, I've said it once, and I'll say it again. For the purpose of this video, dude, when I saw Juliet Sims, I think that's what she was going by at the time in
yep.
2019 at the Rockstar Disrupt Festival. Yeah, they were great. They were excellent, and I admired everyone on the stage with her. But then, like, just oh god, 3 years later, holy shit, dude, I was
Oh,
blown away. My jaw hit the floor as soon as they came on for Trinity of Terror tour. I looked at my buddies and I go, dude, like that is awesome. Like really just I mean, bravo, hats off. And I find that the notion I just brought to the table is true here too. You listen to Popsicle and Edge of Madness, and you truly see an evolution of an artist that I personally feel, like Black Veil Brides, right? Gets a lot of malicious hate
Mhm.
for no good
Even
rhyme or reason.
even just not like breaking through that popular barrier as easily, right? Because I
Yes,
feel like people should be listening to Lilith way more than what she is listened to. Like her music is so good, and I feel like,
yeah,
in my opinion, she's one of the best female vocalists we have in the scene today.
absolutely,
I'm not knocking
absolutely.
like Poppy or Lizzie Hale or any of these people, but she's up there with them, in my opinion.
Well, and you know, we need I firmly believe we need more female like leads, especially in rock, because you know, again, to circle back to the older artists our parents, right, grew up listening to, like Janis Joplin, Pat Benatar, Hart, um crap, I had a few and now I can't think of them off
Again,
the
like
top of my head.
Stevie Nicks again, Fleetwood
Oh,
Mac.
Stevie Nicks, Blondie. You know who
Yep.
Blondie is?
Yep.
Yeah. There are a lot, but I drawing a blank here.
Hmm.
But anyway, we need that because it just it really is so incredibly profound and influential to the feminist movement, the community that kind of tries to voice the hardships that women have had to face since the beginning of time, if you will, right?
Hmm.
Um, and that in itself is another conversation that's neither here nor there. But I do feel like we need more female leads.
Hmm. Yeah, I definitely agree. But like to me, it's people like Lilith that are kind of breaking that down for younger people like myself to be like, hey, we can do this just as good as you, if not better, you know?
Yeah, I don't ever want especially a woman to feel discouraged from chasing her dreams, like you know being discriminated against for so long. I imagine it can be hard to feel like you can do it, but like Lilith is reassuring, especially the female community, like, hey, listen, you can do this. Just keep going, keep pushing. And I have a lot of respect for her in that regard. And I feel that she has been influenced by all of these people we're talking about, which is actually a great segue into the next talking point I have for the song Edge of Madness and the video too. So if you look right here, I'm wearing a hoodie from the Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie that came out in 2019, and I think anybody in their right mind can ascertain. Oh, this is obviously influenced from that movie, especially the video and the makeup that she's wearing. And I'm assuming she's a fan. Surely it would stand to reason that, given the connection we just made, I think she's a huge fan because you see mannerisms from the movie incorporated into this video. And Joaquin Phoenix Joker is my favorite movie of all time. It's a very good depiction of mental instability and what happens when someone who is misunderstood doesn't get proper medical treatment, which I feel is completely relevant in the world that we live in today. So that spoke to me very deeply, especially given the mental afflictions I have been forced to kind of learn to live with. Someone who is kind of categorized as being on the spectrum, right? Like ADHD, OCD. I can't really pick up on social cues like other people can. Um, it's been a very arduous journey for me. So that's why Joker speaks to me so very deeply, much like the song does too. And you really need to dive into the lyrics, I feel, to understand what she's trying to say. Um, just even the beginning right here. Nightmare I just can't escape, living with this endless rage, sinking back, I suffocate into the black, my heart decays. I just, that just speaks volumes for me personally because, I do understand just being so angry at people for not giving me the time of day, giving me a chance to A, be myself, and B, just be seen as a human being for once in my life. So I've done a lot of talking. I want to turn it over to you and just kind of, tell me what you think. What are your thoughts,
Mhm.
Victoria?
Yeah, no, I agree with a lot of the points that you had mentioned too. And like you said, if I feel like it's so obvious that this is, the videos inspired a lot of the Joker. I have never watched the Joker, but I know, like the plot and everything of it and what it's kind of about and stuff. And yeah, like I totally get the Joker vibes. And I think it's cool too that because in Popsicle, in that video, she was doing kind of like the Bride of Frankenstein kind of thing. And now we're doing the Joker. And I just think it's really cool that she's pulling those elements into the music as well. Like it's not just there's these like lyrical and instrumental components to it, but it's the actual visual too. So I think that's really cool that she's kind of pulling out all the stops to like make these videos and songs like perfect all around. So that's really cool. And like you said, there's the mannerisms in the video that the Joker does and all that kind of stuff that you can pick up on and point out. Uh yeah, the I don't know. It's we're clowning around in that video. But it's really cool. So I can't really dive too much into like comparisons with the Joker and stuff like that. But it's cool that you can relate so much to the lyrics as well. Because I know for artists, that's what everyone kind of hopes to achieve is to connect to that audience.
Yeah, and I think Evan Potter, actually funny enough, yeah, I'm like 80 to 90% sure Evan Potter, shout out Evan Potter. I think he even said once in an interview we did with him, I think this year or last year, he said every artist has one song that will speak to you in your soul, right? Like, and that's so true. Um, and I want to say to you, Lilith, if you're watching this video, if any of you, like Lindsay, Evan, Justice, Lilith, if you're watching the video that we're making on your behalf, um, hats off to you. You guys have really just you've created a song that just really touched me very deeply in my heart, and I just applaud you for it. I really cannot commend you enough for Edge of Madness. Like, yes, don't get me wrong, I like Popsicle, but I like this better. A, because again, Joaquin Phoenix Joker is a cinematic masterpiece. It is by far my favorite movie of all time. It will always be my favorite movie because, again, who wouldn't go freaking crazy so in the movie Victoria, I'm going to break it down for you here. So Arthur Fleck was not always a malevolent
Hmm.
person. He was always, yes, he was very strange. He was very odd. And I think there's a lot of mental instability in there, but he was actually very um, benevolent to the people around him until one night he was jumped on a subway train. Like these three, four dudes were beating the shit out of him, and he retaliated. He pulls out a gun. Spoiler alert: he pulls out a gun and he shoots two of them in self defense. And I watch that and I go, you know what? I can hardly blame him. And now, obviously, I don't condone arson or violence of any kind, but my God, who can blame somebody for finally retaliating after just being treated like a human punching bag their entire life? It is so imperative. It is imperative that we just hone in and treat each other the way we would want to be treated. And if you need serious psychiatric help, I implore you to go seek it. Go get help if you feel that you need it. Yeah, hats off again. Thank you so much.
Yeah, like it's a super cool song. For me, like I definitely can speak more about the actual song, like with the musical elements of it. But that's just me. That's what I can kind of pay attention to more. But the video was really cool to kind of analyze too and stuff. Just all these different clips of clowning around, like I said. I think that's the best way to describe it.
Yeah, I figured there'd be more characters in the music video. I thought there'd be more characters, but I wasn't really put off by that by any means. It
I
was
think
just
it would have been really great if she could have got Andy to dress up as like Art the Clown or something too and like be clowning around. Joker and Art, like that would have been so funny.
yeah.
And terrifying. Equally as terrifying.
Then you could have had Pennywise too, and then Ronald McDonald,
Mm-hmm. What are other
uh,
crazy clowns?
the dude from American Horror Story. Could have just
Yeah,
been clowning around.
be clowning around. I don't know if that's like a I'm not meaning clowning around as an insult by any means. I'm just like that's the best way I can describe this. Is like we're on the edge of madness, so we're just clowning around.
And that's something that never even occurred to me. Like, yeah, I'm about to like lose my shit, so why not just go run around and dance and just
Just
go,
act like a psycho, just like, just yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
And I think too, especially with the music video, I think this video is a depiction of what's going on in her head. Very much so. And the cinematography just really made me think of an old school retro horror movie, and I was very pleasantly surprised by that quality of the video.
Hmm. I also just want to mention shout out to Joshua Schultz because he directed and filmed this music video. So shout out to Joshua Schultz for the fantastic final product of the video. It's fantastic. You did fantastic. So, well, I feel like it's necessary that we also have to shout out him for putting together that super cool video.
Well, I mean, we just had him on too, not too
Hmm.
terribly long ago for the podcast, and
Hmm.
he was just super fun to talk to.
Yeah. Well, and he was you guys were talking about kind of horror movies and stuff. And I mean Joker's not a horror movie, but like you guys were talking about all these movies and stuff. So I wonder if any of the Joker inspired ideas came from him at all, or if this was all Lilith, or it makes you wonder kind of how ideas get stirred up and how to like complete that concept.
Well, and I would agree with you. I think given the affiliation that Josh and Lilith have, I'm sure it stands to reason that given Josh's passion for film and cinema, I think that he had a big influence on this project. I really do. I think that's a safe bet.
But yeah, the song super sick. Video's awesome. I can't wait for more music. I know it's funny because she just released this and we're like more. Release another one. Like just release them all right away and then release another 12 and just keep going. But it's cool that she's doing all these independently. There's no label behind it. This is all independent. With Popsicle is the same thing and just the self-promoting and all that kind of stuff. I know how hard that can be. But, out of anybody that can figure it out and can do that, Lilith for sure can. Like she's just so determined and is like, F you, I'm gonna do this shit. And I'm like, you go, Glen Coco, you go.
What is that from again? Is that from Mean
Mean
Girls?
Girls. Yeah. You go, Glen Coco. I say that on a daily basis.
Yes, you do. Every time I see you.
Yeah, you go, Glen Coco. So,
Um, I want to talk about her acting in
yeah.
this video because she was just marvelous. I mean, especially with the makeup and the costume, and just in her eyes, you can
Hmm.
see like actual hints of counterfeit madness. Obviously,
Hmm.
she's just acting, but like
Getting
she's
into the
just,
character was like amazing, phenomenal.
yeah. I just, and again, there's that horror movie aspect, like the cinematography and her performance, and just like shot by shot, you're like, oh, this is kind of creepy
Hmm.
what I'm watching because it really does feel like she's just like lost her mind.
Hmm.
And again, you got to pair that with the lyrics. Like I implore you watching at home, go read the lyrics, really watch the video, listen to the song and then sit with it for a little bit because it's all going to kind of connect.
Hmm.
I feel like I've had way too much coffee. This is my second cup of coffee today.
That's okay. You're on fire right now. You're just chatting up a storm, so it's great. This is what we look forward to. Edge of Madness song, phenomenal. Video, fantastic. The whole production of the song was great. I can't remember who produced it, but shout out to you who produced it. I knew who it was and I can't remember who it was. I'm so sorry. Super, super sick all around. I can't wait for more music. That's all I can say. We need more Lilith. If you're watching this, we need more music. One, because I just need more tunes to work out to. Two, I need more songs to do guitar covers of, so that's that. And three, we need more of your songs to review. So,
Let me pick your brain about something here really quick. What do you
mhm.
think she's going to bring to the table next?
Whew. I I'm on the fence 50-50 right now. I feel like we're either going to get another heavy hitter, like a straight heavy hitter. Like, you know how these two songs have been kind of like, we got this mellow and then we're up here. I think we're either going to get a boom, we're way up here and we're staying up here, or, yeah, or we're going to get a mellow tune.
I'd
The
like a
rate,
little mellow tune, like a little slow dance song, you know?
like, but then again, it could go 50-50 where if she's releasing an album, she's going to wait for the album to release any slower stuff she has. Because right now, she's building all this momentum with this more punchy stuff. So I'm thinking we're getting another heavy hitter and it's going to be sick. And then I bet we're going to get something in the new year. Probably another music video. We're going to get an album announcement. And then Black Veil Brides is going to tour and she's going to go on tour with Black Veil Brides.
I mean,
Lilith,
it
how
would
right am I? How
it
right?
would make sense.
And it's been a thing where people have been speculating a Black Veil Brides headliner tour with Lil Czar and the Funeral Portrait.
Yeah, I was
So
just about to say
I'm
Lee
Lilith
Jennings.
might be if you're watching this, you're probably sitting there like, ah, ha, ha, that's not happening, or you're probably laughing at us, or you're like, oh shit, how do they know? We're good at guessing, I guess. I don't know.
Drat foiled again.
Damn it. But that's what I think is gonna. I think we got one or two more songs from Lilith coming, and then she's gonna play some shows. Whether it's with Black Veil Brides, I don't know. I hope it's with Black Veil Brides because that combo is just great. Those two are just great when they do shows together. So be really cool.
Well, I think too, when Blackville does Lost It All on stage, she runs out and she does a oh yeah. I obviously can't sing to save my fucking life, but you get what I
Yeah.
mean, right?
Oh, don't worry. When Black Veil played Lost It All at the last show I went to, I shouldn't have been singing because it's this like sick song and they're doing like the hand thing and all I can hear is me just like butchering the ohs. I'm like, damn it. It's like oh, because I'm like this is great. But yeah, what
Uh,
what do you think Lilith will be bringing to the table? Same as me, or do you have a different thought?
Honestly, yeah, I think she's gonna bring out some more songs. She's gonna do an album, and then there's gonna be a tour. I would like, you know, I think it'd be cool if she did what Dark Divine did and just did their own little fucking tour, right?
Mm-hmm. Be
Or
cool.
they
A
just
small venue kind of deal. That'd be
yeah,
cool.
small venue kind of deal, and they just toured because then there's a good chance your boy can do an in-person interview, and you too. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know if they go to Canada, which they should.
Lilith, if you're watching this, I swear to God, next time you tour, if you tour, listen, if you tour with Black Veil Brides and the Funeral Portrait, and you have the audacity not to come to Canada, I'm not talking about Toronto and Vancouver. I'm talking about tour fucking Canada. Like I'm talking Edmonton, Calgary, Winnipeg. Come to the middle of the country. We're cool. We're cool here. I swear to God.
She is pretty cool.
Listen. I'm. This isn't a a threat of any kinds, but I'm just saying I'll be very upset. Very upset.
Upsetty spaghetti.
Very upsetty spaghetti because I've missed the last like three Black Veil Brides tours. I'm I'm about to explode.
I gotta tell you, yeah, I can attest to how cool it is up there in Yale, Canada. It's pretty lit.
Very
Um,
cool. Just saying.
Granted, we didn't do a lot of clubbing or anything like that, but it was still very wholesome, very relaxing.
Yeah. So, Lilith, this shit rocks. If you haven't heard Lilith's new song yet, go check it out. I'll probably link the video in this video description. So you can go just hit that little link and go check it out. Leave a comment, leave a like, go give Lilith a follow. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
Yeah. All
yeah.
right. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us. Again, go check out Lilith's new song, and we will see you next time on Radioactive.